Hi everybody, welcome to the channel. This is Rob. For those that are new to the channel, welcome. For those that are coming back, welcome as well. And today we're going to be doing part number 1 of a 4 series videos of unwrappings. I went ahead and I did a large purchase. So today we're going to be unwrapping the classic tarot. This is by Barbara Moore and published by Llewellyn. And I know that this deck has been out for a long time, but you know, it is new for me. So when I get a new deck, it is brand new for me. I act as if it just came on the market. Let's take this wrapping off. And let's get into this. This is a large box. This is the front of the box. This is the side of the box, back of the box, or guidebook. So let's open it, guys. It comes, like I said, in a box like this. It's so old-fashioned. I feel like I'm opening a box from like the 1950s. The colors are old-fashioned. The design of the box and everything, and even the drawings look old-fashioned. Wow, it comes with a thick book. And these are the contents. Chapter 1 is the Tarot Basics. Chapter 2, Major Arcana. Chapter 3 is Minor Arcana. Chapter 4 is the Court Cards. Chapter 5 is Reading the Cards. And the conclusion, Suggested Readings, and about the artist. And you know, I like that they have a chapter just for court cards. So let's get into the first one here, which is the Fool. It comes with keywords. It comes with the reverse meaning, astrological, the element, and the symbols, right? And then it gives you a brief description of the card. And it continues here. So the Magician, and then it has a picture of the Magician. And so on and so forth. It goes on for the Major Arcana, and then you get into the Minor Arcana. So that is the book. It's pretty impressive. It is about 250 pages. So that's that. Let's get into the cards, you guys. Yeah. So the box opens up like this again, and it has magnets here on the side. It's a large box. The inside of the box looks like this. This kind of comes apart. So this is rather flimsy. Yeah, not very impressed with that. But the box itself is pretty good. So let's put this guy here and let's get into the cards. Of course, we're going to have to take this cellophane off. I like the fact that these are borderless. That's already like a nice thing. And even though the box is very big, the cards are sort of on their smaller side. And if we compare it to a Lo Scarabeo, they are shorter but a little bit wider. So I'm going to put this box away because I want to zoom in on the cards. And usually I keep the boxes here, but I'm going to zoom in on these cards. Let's get started, you guys. The Fool. And yeah, it's so totally RWS. I like the colors of this very much. And let's talk about cardstock quality. Cardstock quality is not the best, but it's also not the worst. It's kind of like regular run-of-the-mill. They are a little bit on the thinner side, but it doesn't seem to bother me that much. It is as I said, the card size is pretty good because it allows to hold it. And we'll do a little bit about the shuffling of the cards when we go through them. But let's get through them and see what we think about those. The Magician. It looks like a fairy tale sort of, sort of a card deck. And so the High Priestess. The Empress. I thought that this Empress card was kind of weird because I saw a video, of course, of this deck, and I thought that her face looked a little bit different or awkward to me, but yeah, there she is. The Emperor. He looks a little bit mean. The Hierophant. He also looks very, very rigid. The Lovers. That's kind of a nice lover's card. You see the angel is sort of burning. There's fire here on the wings and on the head. Interesting. The chariot. One is ready to go, the other one is sitting down. So it looks like maybe he's having a hard time controlling this ones. The strength. Her eyes are closed. The lion's eyes are also closed, and it looks like he's yawning. The hermit. Oh, that's a really great hermit card. I love that the light here sort of shines and it's cold outside. So it looks like the Wheel of Fortune. Sometimes you're up, sometimes you're down. Here's snakes. Interesting card. Oh, Justice. Look at those colors, huh? Purples and blues and greens. And it looks like she's ready to fight. The Hanged Man. Death. Interesting. Temperance. That's a pretty regular temperance card. The Devil. That also looks pretty. Oh, I like this Tower card. That's really cool. By the way, you guys, this is the back of the deck. The Star. The Moon. The Sun. And I'm not so fond of this Sun card with this child on the horse and the sunflowers on the back. I've read about the whole meaning of that, but I don't know, for some reason it doesn't stick to my head. I know what the Sun card means to me, but I don't know, this image doesn't really attract me. Judgment. The World. She looks like she's almost dancing. The Ace of Wands. The Ace of Cups. The Ace of Swords. Oh, and I see how they arranged the deck. They put the aces first. The Ace of Coins, as I mentioned. Two of Wands. Two of Cups. Oh, okay, so they go by numerical order. Two of Swords. Dark. Two of Pentacles. Three of Wands. You know, I don't really have much to say about the drawings of the cards. They are pretty standard sort of drawings, and it's not like I'm being amazed by something that I never seen before, or that I am being totally taken by the drawings that I'm seeing. It's not doing that to me. It looks like it's something that I've seen before. I don't think that I'm looking at something that, this is the Four of Cups, at something that I've never seen before, or I don't think that I'm looking at something that is completely innovative or anything like that. So I think this would be a pretty good starter deck. So if you're starting with tarot, I think because the book goes so into detail, and it looks like it's very informative, I think that this would be a starter, a tarot starter deck. So if you're starting tarot out there, this might be a deck that you want to look out for. By the way, it's not very expensive, so it's rather a good price. I'm also don't think that I like, for such a large box, I don't really like that the cards are so small. I wish they would have made the cards a bit bigger, but this is what we got. Five of Cups, Five of Swords. But once again, I keep thinking that maybe this is a great deck for learning, because it is so clear and it just really gives you the meaning of the card so clear that I think this makes for a great startup or for a great learner deck. this makes, I think that this would be a great deck for learners. So if you're starting with tarot, this would be a deck that you may want to consider. That's the Six of Swords. I've never seen that depiction of the Six of Swords. Usually we see only their backs, right? But here you actually get to see them, and you get to see that they're worried. The Six of Pentacles. The Seven of Wands. Yeah, it's very clear. I think if, you know, this is a startup. This is one of those decks that you use when you're starting with tarot. So, Seven of Pentacles. The Eight of Wands. The Eight of Cups. Why is 1 here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there's actually like 9 of them, but one is sort of like, you know, it looks like they did a cup with drones or something like that. Eight of Swords. I like that Eight of Swords. I think it's really cool. The Eight of Pentacles. The Nine of Wands. Nine of Cups. The Nine of Swords. The Nine of Pentacles. The Ten of Wands. Overwhelmed. Carrying too many things. Maybe it would be a good idea for him to give up some of those ones. The Ten of Cups. Ten of Swords. Ten of Pentacles. Page of Wands. Page of Cups. Page of Swords. Page of Pentacles. It is very run-of-the-mill, you guys. This is nothing, it's nothing special. Really, there's nothing special about this deck. It is a very standard sort of a deck. The back of the card, they are reversible. Very, very run-of-the-mill. So I think if you're looking for straight answers, if you're learning the tarot, if you don't want to complicate a reading or complicate yourself, if you feel like you don't want to think too much, then this is one of those decks that I would definitely grab. This is the Queen of Wands. Usually I see lushness around the Queen of Wands, and here I see desert. So that looks like it's very hot, and there's even the sun on top of her. The Queen of Cups. That's a lot more comforting as opposed to the Queen of Wands. If you look at the Queen of Wands, it just looks so hot and she's out in the desert. This one looks like she's more and more comfortable. She's near the water. There may be a breeze there. The Queen of Swords. Yeah. She's even holding her sword like she's really proud of it. You see that? The Queen of Pentacles. Yeah. And yes, and now we get to the Kings. King of Wands. Once again, he's sort of like in a Grand Canyon sort of scenario there, right? Looks hot. There's the King of Cups. Standing there right in the middle of the water. Or sitting there, actually. The King of Swords. And finally, you guys, we get the King of Pentacles. And that is the Classic Tarot by Barbara Moore. And there it is. And so, you guys, when it comes to shuffling this deck, it's pretty easy to shuffle. It is sort of on the thinner side, but nevertheless, it shuffles really well. The cards are sort of small, so they fit on the hand pretty well. Once again, you guys, I'm not disappointed with the cardstock. I think the cardstock is okay. It's not my favorite, but it's not bad. It's sort of on the shiny side. And if you want to do a fan situation, that works really, really well. So, and we have the Eight of Swords. So you guys, there you have it. That is the classic tarot by Barbara Moore, and it's by Llewellyn. Then don't forget, you guys, the next video that we are going to do on this series is going to be for the Medieval Feathers Tarot. And you won't believe what I saw on this, and you won't believe what is inside of this box. So stay tuned for that one.